What is going on, everybody? Crypto's here. I hope that you guys had a great day. Well, what a day it has been. Honestly, the sell-off is continuing and I did not really see it coming. I did expect, however, that the daily candle would open with a bit of a sell-off, but then once we fell below this important support area, and once we reclaimed it, I did not think that we would lose it again right after. So what I had originally expected was a little retest earlier in the day and then eventually a bounce back, but this did not happen, guys, so we have to remain very cautious. I make sure to mention in every one of the videos that I have been posting that until we are below the weekly 21 moving average, we cannot be overly bullish, guys. We have to always be extremely cautious because the chances are leaning slightly more in favor of the bears until we see a reversal. So let's see. Price today closed just below the 200-day moving average. Very bad sign. However, until we open and close a full candle body below it, such as today we open below it, but we're gonna wait for that close. Until we see just that, then I am not too worried because we could just very, very just as easily close back above it, and I think we could even get back up over this critical support area. I mean, once it becomes kind of easy to go through a support or resistance area, then we could just do it all over again, guys. So that is actually the scenario that I will be looking at. Now, very interesting, just as I was about to start recording this video, I noticed possibly a huge support area that could maybe indicate that we do not have too much more downside left for Bitcoin. And that is on the all-time high in April and this recent top that was printed on September 7th. So tracing this on both of these tops, guys, look at that. Look at this. That is huge. I was actually so surprised when I saw that. So yeah, I mean, that's gonna be the new support that I will be keeping my eyes on throughout this week, guys, because as long as we hold above this level, then we can just assume that we could go for a bounce. Now, a big mistake that I used to make when I first started trading, guys, is whenever a support is tested once, twice, or a third time, it was almost guaranteed to me that on the third time it would have failed and would have broken below. But I've learned that, well, actually it's mostly common with these diagonal supports. I've seen many cases where price has tested them even over 10, 12, 13 times, guys, and it still holds. So I mean, the fact that it's downtrending, the price is still managing to do its lower lows, but that doesn't mean that it will break below the support, guys. So that is huge, and we will be keeping our eyes on that. Now let's take a look at the Bitcoin dominance chart. All right, guys, so let me remove the 50 MA. We don't need that. Okay, so daily chart, very bullish, closed back above the 21-day moving average. However, guys, this 42% area, I remember when the Bitcoin dominance was right there, it felt like forever. It just did not want to break below, and it was really driving me crazy until we finally got the drop, which means that I am not expecting the Bitcoin dominance to get over this too easily. But if it does, then I think that my hope for alts, my little hopium will kind of die out, and we'll just have to wait and see how far Bitcoin dominance wants to go. I will not be expecting any strength to go back into the alts until we would have I guess fallen below that level, guys, because this is if we do break above the 42% level, I mean, the next area that altcoin maxis can hope that it will get rejected is at the 21-week moving average. But honestly, guys, I think that if Bitcoin dominance just gets through the 42% level, I don't see what will slow it down, and I think it has much more room to go. So we have to keep a close eye on that one. Now, total, yeah, let's look at the US dollar index, guys. It's not really looking too good. So we had this head and shoulders, we had the neckline, we closed below, and now the US dollar index managed to get back above this neckline. So we have to be extremely cautious, as this shows this is more in favor of the bears, and we have to, you know, we have to be extremely cautious, guys. Now the total market cap was the next you know, the next chart that I have been discussing recently. Again, closed below the neckline, got back above it, so I did not want to see it go lower. But guys, I don't know, for some reason I am not panicking as maybe I should, but I'm not sure. I'm just really not panicking. Markets tend to move in waves of 3. So 1, 2, and then 3. And then we could see a reversal. So for some reason, I'm still thinking that this could be possible, especially, you know, since I just found this new Bitcoin support that I just showed you guys. Now, some traders, as we all know, draw their resistance, their trend lines touching the bodies of the candles, while others use the wicks instead. Me, I prefer, I always draw my trend lines on the bodies, but I mean, it is still valid support even if you draw it on the wicks. And if we do that, then we do see that the total market cap is still holding above support. Now let's use the bodies, maybe not starting from here, but starting from there. You know, still holding. So keeping a close eye on it, guys. I just don't want to spend more than two to 3 days below this gray area. So I want to see us get right back above, guys, or else then I think we will definitely see more weakness across the market. So we will have to be extremely careful, guys. So that is it for today's video. The markets tend to move fast, and I am keeping you guys updated on my Twitter every day. I probably tweet 10 to 20 times a day. So if you want to stay posted and get a follow-up on my analysis, then please do so. Because guys, just because I say something, that doesn't mean that I will, if I for example, in last video, I said that I expected this week to be mostly bullish, but just because I said that doesn't mean that my thesis cannot be invalidated. If my thesis is invalidated, then I will tweet about it so we know, because the game plan, a trader's trading plan will always change. And what makes a good trader is that you have to be able to identify when your thesis fails, and you have to be able to adapt and come up with a new game plan, guys. So please, if you enjoyed this video, drop a like, hit the subscribe button, and drop a comment. It would be greatly appreciated. I will see you guys on the next one, guys. Thank you.